Good evening, folks. Welcome back to another episode of Shop Talk with Brett. Been a while since I've done a video. Now, this is not by any means the normal type of video that I would normally do on this channel, but this was by request. So that's why I'm doing this particular video. What you see before you is the Clean Obsessed dual motor commercial upright vacuum. This machine is a clone of the Electrolux commercial uprights that they used to make years ago. And it features a 15-inch wide cleaning path. As you see, it's got an offset there so you can get around table legs and such. Features a 50-foot cord, which is a quick change. It's bagged, has HEPA filtration. I believe the specs on it, I'm not sure about the airflow, but I know that it's 90 inches of suction, sealed suction. It does have attachments, and they are right here. You get a combination brush, which is a dusting brush, and if you put it on the other way, these fold out, and you get like an upholstery brush. It's a typical tool like Electrolux has used years ago, and I believe they still do. I have one on my Ultralux 2000 canister that's like that, different color. It comes with two plastic wands, very thick plastic, might I add. It comes with a crevice tool, and it does come with this very nice crush-proof, probably about a 6.5, 7-foot hose with a pistol grip, and that's a metal end on that wand. And it does have a suction relief as well. So that's actually pretty nice. I will put that over here with these tools for the time being. But let's talk more about the vacuum. This is not a direct air vacuum, so the dirt does not go through the fan on this. It actually goes, it's like the Electrolux. It actually pulls in and goes into the bag. So it's like a canister setup. It takes the Style U Electrolux bag or the Perfect. I can't think of the part number for the Perfect one. Perfect. Wheels very nicely. Nice heavy plastic handle. There's your 50-foot 3-wire cord, and you could see right there, you can change that. So if you, for whatever reason, run over your cord, it is easily changed. You don't have to tear the whole machine apart to replace the cord. The brush roll on this thing is made of wood. It's not metal or plastic. Very good agitation. This port right on the top here is where you would plug your attachments in. Your hose plugs in the top there, and instead of getting suction down below, it bypasses and you get straight suction through the hose. The switch back here is a 3-position switch. Off is all the way to the left. If you go to the middle, that's suction only. If you go to the right, that's suction and brush roll. So when you're using this with attachments or you're going to use it on bare floor, you would go to the first setting. Metal handle. And we've got a cat watching what I'm doing here. Let's look at the underside real quick here. I'll lean it back, and I will show you the brush roll. It does use a gear type belt and very easy to service. You can take that top off of that power head and you can get in there and replace that gear belt, which the gear belt is a good thing because that's not going to slip. Unlike your standard vacuum, which uses a smooth belt, that's geared belt on that. It uses a HEPA type bag. It also has a post motor HEPA filter to filter the exhaust air as it comes out. And you could see it right down there on the side and behind that little cover. This machine's very good quality. Picks up very, very well. And the nice thing about it, for as much power as that has, it's actually relatively quiet. Now, when I'm going to start it here in a few seconds, and the next thing, the camera will make it seem louder than it really is. But I will power this up and I will show you what it sounds like. I've already swept this carpet, so there's really nothing here to demo. However, tomorrow evening, I am going to take this to my cousin's and we're going to pit it up against two Sharks. We're going to have a vac off. It's going to be pitted against a first-gen Shark rotator and a new Shark Navigator with the anti-wrap brush roll and power fins. So that's going to be an interesting competition to see what it does. But without any further ado, I'm going to plug this in and I'll let you hear what this thing sounds like, both with and without brush roll. And then we'll hook the hose up and you can see what kind of suction this has. I don't have a suction gauge with me, so I can't show you as far as any readings, but I can show you the power that it has just by my hand over the end of the hose. But without any further ado, I'll hook this bad boy up and we'll start it up. Okay, we've got it connected up here, and first I'm going to show you what it sounds like just with the suction alone. That's actually not bad. Now I'm going to do the brush roll, and we'll do a little sweep in here. And anybody familiar with Electrolux might recognize the sound of that power nozzle. And even though it's hard to see on this carpet, you can see some brush tracks. Now, I apologize for this carpet. This carpet is over 30 years old. It's faded. And I believe my next step, I'll run that Bissell over, which you've seen videos of before. I'm going to reach down here, turn it off. Now we'll hook up the hose and I'll show you what it's like suction-wise with the hose. Okay, this is what it looks like with the hose connected. And I will show you the power this has through the hose. So let me reach back here. Since we're not using the floor brush, we're going to go on the first setting. Now we have our suction. And And like I said, I don't have a suction gauge, but watch this. It's strong enough I could suspend this from my hand. I'll give this a little sweep just with the... But as you can see, that has very good power. I don't like doing that too much because that doesn't have the suction relief. Well, this has a suction relief here. So now, that definitely reduces the suction, opening that up if you're going to vacuum fine stuff. But anyway, we'll kill that off. And then I'm going to wrap this video up. And stay tuned for the vac off tomorrow, where we actually will use this against a couple sharks in a different home. And that'll be a real test because the home I'm going to use this in, they have a couple of long-haired dogs. So we're going to see how this does for dog hair. And we're going to see how this brush roll does as far as getting stuff wrapped around it. Stay tuned. And there you have it. There's a brief rundown of the Clean Obsessed CO203 model CO203 commercial upright vacuum. Sorry if this wasn't a very informative video. Namely, this was just kind of a walk around and discussion. But we'll see the real demo when I pit this against those sharks and see how this thing does in a real situation here. I just have a cat, and she's not long-haired, although I've used this several times so far in this house, and it does very good. I will leave a link in the description below of where I obtained this machine from. I have a friend that lives up around the Dayton area in Ohio that has a vacuum shop called Reliable Vacuums, and I will leave a link in the description to his website. So if you're interested in this, you can get his contact information from the website, and he can hook you up. He's told me he sold a lot of these things to not only just homeowners, but he's had cleaning people buy these too, and businesses, which is kind of what this is designed more for. It's very basic. You know, as you see, there's no fancy lights on it. There's no fancy sensors. It's just a basic, good quality, no frills, straight to the point, powerful vacuum. When you start getting into that other stuff, that's just more things to go wrong. But this is a very good machine here, and I will leave a link in the description below for Reliable Vacuums, and you can contact my buddy, and you can say you've seen it on Shop Talk with Brett. If you want to like and subscribe, feel free to. Like I said, this is not my normal type of shop video. Like I said, I'm doing this just as a request for somebody that wanted to see this. My normal shop videos will be coming back soon. But feel free to like and subscribe. If you're going to comment, remember, keep the comments respectful. This is a family channel. If your intent is to make a comment and be negative, and if your objective is to troll, well, save it. You will be booted from the channel. I do not need the kind of negativity. I do not need riffraff on this channel. Like I said, this is a general audience channel, and that kind of stuff isn't tolerated here. But anyway, I thank you guys for watching. Most importantly, have a safe day. Put your trust in God, and we will be back on the next video. Have a good day. Shop Talk with Brett, signing out.